Just heading out for a quick overnighter. Got a few hours free today, or this evening rather than tomorrow. Got to be back early in the morning for my dogs, as per usual. But yeah, I thought I'd head out for a quick overnighter in the old Rab Ridge Raider bivvy. It's a very small bivvy. It's on the front of the handlebars there. It looks big, but that's only the foam mat which is surrounding it. I use the foam mat underneath the bivvy to protect it from sharp objects. It's a super light setup, to be honest with you. Super light setup, and I'll be camped up in no time and taken down in the morning in no time as well, and on my way. Just getting a few small provisions ready, and then I'll be heading off. But I'm just looking at the clouds. We've got a few dark clouds. I don't think the forecast is for rain, but you never know. And that's it, we head out into the countryside, and I haven't got a clue, not the foggiest, where I'm going to end up tonight. And I've got about 2 hours of good cycling light, and then it gets twilight, and I haven't got effective rear light on this bike, so wherever I am in 2 hours time, that's basically where I'm going to be sleeping. I am heading in the rough direction of open downland, so whether I make it as far as that or not, I don't know. Anyway, that's the joy of the ultralight bivvy setup. I can more or less put my head down wherever I want. Everything looking so dry. Been very hot, dry summer. Ground is all parched, grass burnt brown. This kind of scuppers my plans. I would normally go through if I saw those signs, but another sign over here tells me otherwise. No through route for cyclists. So that's the end of that. Let's go a different way. We'll head down that way then. Nice bit of woodland on my right, but it's still a bit too early. I've made my way into Nightingale Wood. I haven't travelled too far, about 5 miles from home so far, so still a bit early to pitch up, I feel. I've never camped here actually, but it's a lovely wood, quite an extensive public access woodland. Must make a point of coming and camping here at some point. Did you see that? A little muntjac was down there. But look at the river. This is the River Cole. It's almost, what can I say? It's not running. That's the driest I've ever known it, the River Cole. It's terrible, isn't it? terrible dry. Anyway, yeah, got a bird of prey over there. Yeah, I'm unsure what to do, because the road I normally take to get myself up onto the downs is closed. They've got roadworks, as you saw earlier, and going this way I've got to get onto the A420 for a very short section, about half a mile, before I can get across to the other side to where the downs are. So I'm not sure what to do. I think I'm going to make my way along this track and just see what the road looks like. If it's busy, I'll find somewhere to camp this side of the road. If not, we'll press on. Don't know if this camera shows it, but the hills in the distance, that's the downland. No doubt you could hear it, but that was a train just going past. And I'm down by a train line. I don't really want to be camping where it's too noisy. But potentially someone else has got ideas of kipping down here as well. I've got no choice. I've got to press on. Look at that rubbish. Terrible, isn't it? Fly tipping. This is the busy road. Well, I made it across. I only had a short journey to go on the A420, that busy road. And I'm looking at acorn bridges ahead of me. There are two arches. The left-hand arch used to be the road bridge, and the right-hand arch used to be the canal bridge. But now, since the demise of the canals, it's roads on both sides. Luckily for me though, there's a path around here somewhere which takes me across to Bourton, avoiding that road. So that's what I'm looking for now. Well, it's not looking great. The route across there, but there's no marked path, just a dotted track. I don't know if you can see that. Just a dotted line on the Garmin, and that takes me over to the village of Bourton over there, but it's getting dark. I'll have to find somewhere to camp soon. I'm just debating whether to stick the bivvy up down here. It's not exactly ideal, but I am losing the light. I'm not in anyone's way just here, I don't think. That's the railway line over there. And just got this soft long grass. It'd be ideal to bivvy on. Might just go over there in longer grass, perhaps tuck myself away. Don't know, could come back to that spot. Not entirely happy there. I've got about half hour looking at the sun. So I'll just mooch around this area, see if we can find a slightly better spot, maybe one that I'll wake up to the morning sunrise. That would be nice. And we're making our way into Bourton. Now I know just the other side through Bourton there's a byway. Not a byway, sorry, a bridleway. That's right, a bridleway. I can pick that bridleway up. That'll keep me away from the road, so I won't need my lights on. And then I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find somewhere to camp along there. I hope. Something magical about being out when it's twilight, cycling or motorcycling or whatever. Everything's gone quiet, preparing for the night. And it's just so peaceful. Peaceful and tranquil. Well, this is Stepping Stone Lane. God, glorious, so you can't see it. Fantastic sunset over there, absolutely fantastic. This is Stepping Stone Lane, and I'm hoping I'll find something down here. We are getting a bit short of time now. Look at that sunset. Just an incredible sunset. But literally here, I'm just literally yards away from the main London to Swindon line. I don't fancy that. The noise, that'll keep me up. We've got to get further away. Nice sunset though. I've made my way along the canal, the old canal towpath. There you can see over here, Wilson Barks Canal, what's left of it. But I've not been able to find anywhere to camp, and I'm running out of light bad. So yeah, we'll woke a dog up and all. We'll have to go along here. We'll have to go along here, try and find somewhere along the old canal towpath. There's a semi-sunken relic of the old canal there, look. Now I'm in this area here. It's a car park facility for a bit of a nature reserve and for a bit of the Wilson Barks Canal. And I reckon if it was late enough I could probably pitch up here. But you are going to get dog walkers late at night and first thing in the morning. So I want to avoid them, so I'm going to go down there, find somewhere a bit more secluded, and that'll do for tonight, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Right, I found my camp spot just round the corner. I had to lift the bike over the gate at the end there, so I'm actually on a farmer's field, and yeah, I think this would be all right. There's a downland over there, so we should get the sunrise from this side. Got some nice grass here laid flat. This would be ideal for the bivvy. ground is so hard. That's hopeless. That's the bivvy setup. Takes next to no time. I'm keeping a good eye out, but there's no one around. Pretty sure we'll have a quiet night here. But the countryside is tinder dry, absolutely tinder dry. There's absolutely no chance whatsoever of having any cooking appliances like a gas stove or anything really. So I've not brought a stove with me on this camp. I've got a flask of coffee for the morning, and that's all I've got. Yeah, if you just have one spark, this lot will go up, I reckon. Well, I'm just about to crawl into my bed, but there's a light come on over there in the distance. It's not in this field, it's in the field beyond. It's stationary. If I move over to the left, it gets obscured by the hedge. So it's probably some sort of a house security light or something over there, probably a dwelling over there somewhere. Pretty sure I'm very inconspicuous here. So yeah, you can't be getting too worried about every little thing you see or hear. Let's get in that bivvy. Had a few spots of rain. I don't think it's going to rain much if at all overnight. The forecast isn't for it, but a few spots have fallen. Yeah, the old bivvy, it's not the easiest thing to get in. Not the easiest. Well, I'm in. And it's very peaceful. Because it's just a mild night, I'm just going to zip up the mesh and sleep with that, just to keep the bugs out. That's me all tucked in. Good night. I'll see you all in the morning. it's a fresh morning. It's a fresh morning. Yeah, lots of wildlife. You can't see it on this camera because of the wide angle nature of the lens, but lots of deer. I've seen several already this morning. Definitely a chill in the air as well. Quite a change from the last few weeks of the heat wave. I think that's finally broken. Reality of late summer and early autumn will soon be upon us. Well, it is really. Late summer at least. Right, let's get over that gate. Yeah, definitely feel the chilly morning air this morning as I cycle along this beautiful what was once a towpath. Canal's long since dried up. Whether they're going to restore this section in time, I don't know. Coming back to the car park area now. There's a rabbit running across. Yeah, I'll get myself a sit down here and some of that coffee. Cracking view. Cheers. I made it cold coffee from, I thought it was a hot day yesterday, so I thought I meant to have a flask of cold coffee. I should have made it warm, should have made it hot, because it is a cold morning. Just cycling along the towpath, my fingers are just beginning to turn. Could be just, you know, a degree or two colder, and you definitely need gloves. Anyway, it's hitting the spot. That's an interesting piece of land next to the canal. It is, there's a group of people trying to keep it tidy and possibly restore that section of the canal Yeah, very nice. I needn't really have cycled too far along that. I could have probably camped quite close to the car park. I think it was fairly quiet and undisturbed there. Anyway, I'm making my way along Stainswick Lane now, cycling down to the railway line. We'll cross over the bridge there and then make our way back, possibly through Bourton and down across the little bridleway which takes us past Earlscote Manor, which is haunted. Wow. Look at the lovely fields with the, looks like hay been baled up. It's well tended, doesn't it, after they've cut the hay and the wheat. This is Stainswick Copse. The lane has been cut off by the railway line. It used to be a level crossing back there. They must have put the footbridge over and shut the level crossing down probably about a good 40 years ago. I remember it as a boy when it was a level crossing. But anyway, yeah. It's meant that the continuation of Stainswick Lane is quite remote now. It's got the feeling of a lane that time has forgot. Nature's starting to reclaim it. Dear. Just stopped in this field gateway. I've got an absolutely glorious view of the downs, but just up to my right is the private prep school, which is at Bourton. Yeah, just over there, Pinewood School. And then there's a road, you can't see it, but panning down, just down here. We're going to be cycling along there in a minute, and then we've got to cross some fields down the bottom, and that's just down there somewhere. That's Earlscote Manor down there. But just look at the glorious view of the downs. Absolutely amazing. England at its finest. Well, it's at this point the road runs out and we're back onto a farm track, more or less, and we've got to cross over the fields. Only a couple of fields to cross over. But I'm heading towards Earlscote Manor. Where is it? I want to go. I'll go this way. Straight across the field. This is the way. Yeah, just beyond the woods there is Earlscote Manor. And Alfred Williams writes about it in his book Villages of the White Horse, The Haunting of Earlscote Manor. Just look at the scenery. Look at that. And also my friend Colin, he's a plumber. He did some plumbing work at Earlscote Manor a few years ago, and he said there were some most strange happenings. You could hear a piano playing. There's nobody else in the manor at the time, and he could distinctly hear piano music playing coming from downstairs. When he went down there was nobody there, and there was a radio playing in one of the bedrooms, and there was no connection. It wasn't turned on. It had no batteries. Yeah, it sends goosebumps down your neck. I think there's more mysteries in the world than there are answers. There's more questions than there are answers. Yeah, Earlscote Manor, just over that hedge there. You can't really see it from the ground. You've got to fly the drone to see it. Be a bit discreet. Yeah, very interesting place. Very interesting. So that's the entrance to Earlscote Manor. There's a hare down there. You see him running across the field? Yeah, I believe it used to be centuries and centuries ago part of a monastery, and then it was since built upon to become the manor it is today. This is a quiet backwater where the farmer is able to park up his trailers on the side of the road. It's a dead-end road, no through traffic, so it's very quiet along here. I like it. Well, I'll end the video here, I think. We're almost back in civilization now, and I haven't got too far to run until I get back home. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, leave us a thumbs up, it all helps. If you're not subscribed, then click that subscribe button and you get to see more. Thanks for watching.